So let's start, guys. In the last class, we discussed certain questions on which we were doing the net capacitance thing, right? We were done with net capacitance. Write down, guys. Sharing capacity. Suppose, guys, there is one capacitor of capacitance C1, and it is, let's say, charged with a potential difference of V1. है ना? So can anyone tell me what will be the charge on this thing? V1, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
There is another capacitor which is charged to, let's say, V2. So can you see the charge on individual capacitor is basically Q1 will be equal to C1 even, and Q2 will be equal to C2 V2. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now I disconnect these capacitors from these batteries and connect them together. Can you see I have connected C1 and C2 together? Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir.
So don't draw this, by the way. On connecting C1 and C2 with each other in such a way that now there will be two different cases in which I can connect it. You know, basically I removed it from V1 and V2, and I'm now connecting this charged capacitor C2 and charged capacitor C1 with each other. So I can connect them in two different ways. I can connect in first way, same polarity plates are connected together. So can you see same polarity plates are connected together? That implies means what? The positive plate of capacitor 1 will be connected to the positive plate of capacitor 2. So can you see, guys, same polarity means what? Positive plate is connected to positive plate and negative plate is connected to
Negative plate
negative
of
plate.
C.
This is what is meant by same polarity. Yes or no? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So yes, tell me. Doubt? Any doubt till here? Shall I move it up and down?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Guys, do you understand what I did? I connected this capacitor with each other. Okay. So what will happen now? Since the potential difference across the plates were different, then charge will travel or charge will transfer in between the plates till the time the place doesn't Hanji. So can anyone tell me what is the charge over here? The charge over here was plus Q1 minus Q1, right? And the charge over here was plus Q2 minus Q2, right?
Yes, sir.
So can you see these two plates, the positive plates of both the capacitors? Hello? Can you tell me
Yes,
the
sir.
positive plates of both the capacitors, will they be at the same potential or will they be at a different potential?
Different potential.
Initially they will be at different potential. So if initially there will be a different potential, what will happen? Charge will flow in between the plates.
Yeah.
So the charge will flow in between the plates. So whatever charge will flow from here to here, due to which an equal and opposite charge will flow from there to there, right? Accordingly, an equal and opposite charge will flow from here to here. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Some charge distribution is taking place, which we don't need to discuss. I will just directly calculate how exactly it is calculated. है ना? So it will travel till the time doesn't become equal potential. Time the plates of similar polarity doesn't become at equal potential, and there exists a common potential difference across the plates of both the capacitors. जब तक दोनों के across जो potential difference है, that won't become same. Till that time, the charge will transfer both the capacitors. Okay, that implies what basically? This case, will become, here initially the potential was V1 and initially the potential difference across the plate was V2. The charges will transfer till the time this also becomes at common potential V common, and this also becomes at common potential V common. Is this clear? Do you remember the same type of problem we already did once? क्या आपको याद है? We already did this type of problem once. We were discussing the sharing of charges between two conductors to spherical balls, right? याद है? किसी को याद है कि भूल गए? So the charge on this will be changed to plus Q1 dash minus Q1 dash, and this will become plus Q2 dash, and this will become minus Q2 dash. But please remember, the capacitance won't be changing. Why the capacitance won't change? Because it depends upon epsilon naught A and B. Since you have not changed any of these, then it will remain same. The first thing first. Q1 plus Q2 equals to Q1 dash plus Q2 dash by conservation of charge, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And what is
Yes,
Q1
sir.
plus Q2? Q1 is basically C1 A1, C2 A2, है ना? याद रखना. Now by conservation of charge, we know this. After that, V common is basically equals to Q1 dash C1 equals to Q2 dash C2. Yes sir. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So basically, whenever two charged capacitors are connected towards, in series with each other, so the parallel, you apply the formula for parallel. Are you getting my point? See, it's the opposite. This charge capacitor, they both are connected in series with each other. But still, you are transferring the charge till the potential across them becomes common. Has anyone thought of it? Why? Hello? It's a
Can you repeat
conceptual
it?
question. It's a conceptual question. Sir, these two capacitors, charged capacitors, they are connected in series, but charge is transferring among between the plates in the time there is a common potential. मतलब the potential becomes same. The series में potential कब से same हो गया? Please remember the concept when you say no, in series potential divides the potential difference across these two V's. And it is this V divided. Are you getting my point? This and this is completely different. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So V1 plus V2 will be equal to V.
Yes, here in this case V will be equals to V1 plus V2. But here V1 plus V2 will be equals to 0. Here. Are you getting my point?
Will be 2V.
No, here it will be V1 plus V2 will be 0. So whatever the potential difference across this, the opposite has to be maintained across this. But वो अपन अभी नहीं कर रहे. Are you getting my point? So anyway,
I didn't get that, sir.
हाँ
Why is it negative?
नेगेटिव नहीं मतलब इसका ऐसा है कि दोनों का अक्रॉस पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस कभी इफ द पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस अक्रॉस वन कैपेसिटर इज इंक्रीजिंग then another should decrease so that the overall charge should remain constant because there is nothing to provide excess charge in this case there was battery which was providing the excess charge. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Here in this case there is no battery, so basically the charge should not be increased or decreased. So the charge just rearranges themselves in such a way that it follows the value of capacitance on the individual capacitor. So anyway, from here, can you see Q1 dash by Q2 dash will be equal to P2 by C0? Yes or no?
The after when the potential is common in the diagram, on the top will be plus q1 and minus q1.
Plus Q1.
So it will be
Hello?
yes, sir. It will be plus q1 dash and minus q1 dash, and below
Yes.
it will be plus q2 dash and minus q2 dash.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is the initial condition. This is the final condition. Initially, this was happened. The potential across them was different. The charges were different. Finally, what happened? The potential difference across them became same after a long time, and charges became different from the previous case, initial case. So we are finding out that only. So how will you do it? How will you do it? Can you see again plus 1 plus 1? Q1 dash plus Q2 dash plus 1 equals to Q2 upon plus 1. When I solve it, I have already solved this thing in the resistors cases, right? I think I am making some mistake. V equals to Q by C, right? Q equals to C, and V equals to Q by C. Is this clear? Q2 dash. Is it the same formula as the previous case? Guys, do you remember in the discussed it across a resistor, sorry, a conductor of radius r. So it's still the same. Acha guys, give me 2 minutes. Right till here, till the time. Right till here. I'll just get a little bit. So guys, this will be Q2 dash will be equals to C2 upon C1 plus C2. C2 upon C1 plus C2 into Q1 plus Q2. है ना? And similarly, what will be Q1 dash? C1 upon C1 plus C2 to Q1 plus. Is this clear? Is this clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
So basically, these are the final charges on the capacitor. The final charges on the capacitor. So this is the first set of formulas. The second set of formulas is basically the common. Can anyone tell me what is the common potential over here? Can you see it will be equals to Q2 dash. Can you see Q2 dash divided by C2? Yes or no? Can you see Q2 dash divided by C2? Hello? If I divide this by C2, well, then will this C2 get cancelled? Will it be only Q1 plus Q2 divided by C1 plus C2? Or if Q1, Q2 is not given, the potential is given, so can I write C1 plus C2 upon C1 plus C2? This is the second set of formula which is saying you got the common. Okay? Done, guys. The second set of formula is for common potential. Basically, this formula, remember, common potential, what should be the common potential, and then accordingly divide the guys, whenever you're done.
Done, sir.
So this is the formula for common potential and this is the formula for C1 plus C2. Okay. Now third is अभी के लिए just remember this formula. Later on we'll prove it, है ना? During the sharing of charges between capacitors. We'll come back to that again, है ना? Since I want everything to be at the same place, so that's why certain energy is lost in form of heat. So basically the energy lost is equals to half V1 C2 upon C1 plus C2 into V1 minus V2. Guys, just remember this formula. अभी के लिए where does this formula come from? Doesn't they, doesn't, is not important to you. But we'll derive this formula later on. अभी के लिए just write it. Okay, guys?
So are you saying something?
Hmm?
No, nothing, sir.
नहीं, मैं कुछ नहीं बोल रहा अभी. We'll derive it later, okay? So for now, just write half in bracket C1 C2 upon C1 plus C2. Can you see? This formula was for what? Series combination, remember? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Was this
Yes.
formula for series combination of two, this thing, right?
Yes, sir.
And what is V1 minus V2? V1 minus V2 is basically the difference in potential. Okay? Is this clear, guys? Any doubt?
Yes, sir.
So, question. A capacitor is charged, a capacitor of 3 microfarad is charged to 6 volts, and then connected in series with an uncharged capacitor. All of these questions are in when similar polarity, na? Guys?
Yes,
No?
sir.
Similar polarity, and then I'll tell you how to deal with in opposite polarity. Okay? A capacitance of 3 microfarad charges charged to 6 volts and then connected to an uncharged capacitor of 2 microfarad in series. Okay. Fine. The charge on 2 microfarad capacitor at steady state. Please remember, whenever I talk about steady state, that implies, whenever I talk about steady state, that implies what?
Sorry, I'm late, sir.
Potential.
Why are you late, beta?
Sorry, sir. I was having some issues with connectivity. Sorry, sir.
So the charge on 2 microfarad capacitor at steady state. By steady state means after a very long time. Okay. So basically you have connected these capacitors. One was charged, one was uncharged, and now you are left it for a very long time. So what will happen? Charge distribution will take place. And they are asking what is the final charge on the 2 microfarad capacitor at this state. Second is what is the potential difference across 3 microfarad capacitor. Although it will be same exactly as 2 microfarad at steady state, but still, चलो शुरू हो जाओ. तब तक बताओ क्या सुनना है. Till the time you are solving. What is happening? Is the meeting logged or unlocked? Unlocked.
Right now it's unlocked.
Guys, चलो solve it फटाफट. Hello, guys. I did. Yes. Can anyone tell me what is the charge on the first capacitor? What is the charge on the first capacitor?
7.2 mu coulomb.
Oh, what? No. First capacitor.
So,
Initial
Yeah,
charge.
so
Initial
18
charge. I'm asking
18
initial
into
charge.
power
microcoulomb.
minus 6.
Initial is 18
okay,
microfarad. Initial one, है ना? And what is the initial charge on the second capacitor?
0.
Zero microcoulomb, right? So basically, this is your Q1, this is your Q2. What is the common potential, by the way? The common potential will be equals to what?
5.
18 plus 0 upon 5, which is basically 3.6 volts.
6
That
volt.
implies at steady state, the potential across 3 microfarad across 3 microfarad and 2 microfarad should be equal, and equal to how much? 3 point.
3.6 volt.
Okay, so this is what is meant by V common. Always remember. Now what has been asked in the question? What have that? What is the charge on?
There was charge on 3 microfarad when it is connected in series.
हाँ, series connection में ही ये हुआ है ना, parallel possible नहीं है. You can't connect two resistors in parallel because the charge will distribute among both of them only if they are the only two capacitors in the circuit.
So I didn't get your point.
So if you connect these two capacitors in parallel, so first thing first, what will happen? The charge will distribute among these two only.
Yeah.
So basically, the charge will keep on distributing among these two till the time it doesn't reach a common potential. Once it reaches the common potential, the charge on this will be something different, charge on this will be something different. It will behave as a battery, this will also behave as a battery. But because you have also connected the positive and negative terminal of the battery without any resistance over here, so this will be a short circuit case. So वो सब बाद में आएगा, advanced case. Don't worry.
So irrespective of capacitance, potential तो दोनों में same ही होगा.
So-
Potential will be same in both, right?
Yes. The charges will be different as capacitance was different.
Charge distributed will be dependent on capacitance.
Yes, it will be directly proportional.
But potential will be same.
Yes.
Charge will be distributed till the potential becomes same. I mean,
Yes.
okay.
So
So could you show the question once?
yeah.
Okay. The charge to be found is on the second capacitor, right?
Okay. 2 microfarad capacitor. So it will be equals to, charge is basically capacitor 2 microfarad multiplied by 7.2 micro. That's the answer for the second part of the first part of the question. Is this clear?
Yes.
So मतलब these type of questions are pretty much easy. थोड़ा सा ध्यान देना पड़ेगा, but it will be much more easier, very easy as compared to the normal cases. Abhi, once I'll discuss the energy part, and then I'll will tweak in the question. Okay, we'll see exactly how to do the questions and different types. Let's discuss. We already discussed capacitors in series, right? Hello.
Yes, sir.
So you can write down heading: capacitors, parallel plate capacitor with dielectric slabs in series connection. Next, with what composite ही बोलते हैं ना. I don't know what it is called. Suppose guys, I have a dielectric slab which is made up of composite material, that is made up of more than 2 or 3 materials like this. There is this dielectric material. This much part is made up of material of dielectric constant K1. This much is made up of K2, and the remaining is, let's say, made up of, what is it called? These type of substances, they are called as composite slab, right? Hello?
Yes.
है ना, composite ही बोलते हैं ना. So suppose this is a dielectric slab with 3 different material, and I am introducing the dielectric slab in between the plates of a capacitor, in between the plates of a parallel plate capacitor. Can you see the blue one is basically your dielectric? The red things are basically the plates of the capacitor. Can you see the capacitor is completely occupying the space between the parallel plates, right? Right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
So can anyone tell me what if suppose this slab is connected in series, or not in series, basically across a battery? Can anyone tell me how will you deal with this? How will you deal with this?
We can do like A epsilon naught by D, and then we do Ka.
This is in series. Huh?
Hmm.
Treat them as if separate capacitors in series.
Yes. So basically, how is it exactly is it being? Can you see, guys? Different capacitors. Let's see this capacitor, this capacitor, this capacitor. Initially, they were all neutral, right? Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So basically, what will happen? There will be positive charge around this and a negative charge around this. So can you see individual slab? Can you see positive charge around it? This positive will try to induce a negative charge, equal and opposite negative charge over here. So can you see a negative charge is induced over here? This negative will induce a positive charge over the second slab. Are you getting my point, guys? This positive will induce a negative charge over. Can you see equal and opposite charges are getting induced? Hello? Can you
Yes,
see
sir.
different slabs? So what is this plus Q charge doing? It is inducing a equal and opposite minus Q charge on the other end of this thing. So plus Q minus Q plus Q minus Q plus Q minus Q. This happens. Okay. Okay, guys.
Yes, sir.
So on the different surfaces of different, we can assume that this exactly is happening, due to which I can say there are 3 different capacitors of K1, K2 and K3. Since charge is same, and can you see whatever the potential difference across the plates of the capacitor has been distributed across these 3, right? Yes or no, guys? So always remember this type of connection where the area of cross section, can you see the area of cross section is similar for everyone? Yes or no?
So it'll be T1 is equal to T2 is equal to T3.
No, T1 and T2, T3 are not equal. Who said T1, T2, T3 are equal? Acha, this is I'm giving you potential. This is V1, V2, V3. This is V1, V2, V3. This was this was. Okay. So these capacitors are in series combination. तो मैं लिख देता हूँ.
Okay.
Here, charge appearing on the capacitor is seen on parts. But potential is not. is divided across individual slabs, right? So each right now, all three of them are in series combination. So basically, that slab we have drawn over here, this diagram. Guys, do you remember if we completely filled the dielectric with a just like hello?
So what? Could you repeat that?
Do you remember the question in which in the when we discussed the type in which we completely filled a dielectric with a material? What happened to the
Yes.
capacitance?
C is equals to C naught.
K times
K.
C naught, right? It became K times the C naught, no?
Yes, sir.
So, this thickness is T1, this thickness is T2, this thickness is T3, this area is A, this area is still A. And you see the plates, the charges are having linear influence. So basically these three are in series, so you can write
Sir, I had a question.
tell me.
So suppose, okay, this is kind of off topic, but suppose the K2 capacitor, right? What if we insulated it,
Insulated how?
like remember that foil we were talking about, like that?
So still this is also insulated only, no? Still charges are not flowing on the surface. Charges
Wait,
are
how?
at rest. But these charges which are appearing on the surface, they are not flowing, right?
Hmm.
So they are
Okay, what
not
if we insulated the plates? I mean,
what if you insulate the plates?
matlab you insulate the plates. Usually the plates are made of conductors, right? So we insulate it so that, I don't know, charges are not facilitated or electrons are not
Why would
Then
facilitated.
we
kavi kavi
insulate K?
generally we don't as insulate the plates because if you don't if you will not insulate the plate, then whatever charge will come over here, it will remain over here only. It won't travel through the plate, whole plate, right?
Hmm.
So that's why we take metallic plates so that at least whatever charge we are giving to this plate, it gets uniformly distributed over the surface. So that our reach for extending the electric field it will increase, right? इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड फैलाने के लिए जगह मिलेगी ना कि एक ही जगह पे
हाँ,
एक लाइन निकाल के खत्म कर देगी.
और कभी अगर मैं इनके बीच में इंसुलेटर डाल दूं तो वही बात हो जाएगी कि electrons will get transferred to that plate and that plate will act as the plate.
इंसुलेटर में इलेक्ट्रॉन्स फ्लो नहीं कर सकते बट इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड कैन एग्जिस्ट.
Electric field can exist.
दैट इज व्हाट इज अ डाइलेक्ट्रिक इज, राइट?
Yeah,
डाइलेक्ट्रिक की डेफिनेशन पता है ना? इट्स एन इंसुलेटिंग मीडियम.
yeah,
So basically it won't let the charges to flow through it, but it will let the electric field to pass through it.
But then their charge is getting deposited on it, so that's what I was asking.
हाँ, तो
कि
चार्ज डिपॉजिट होने दें. अच्छा
if
है.
suppose we don't have a dielectric and I place an insulator, so फिर उस पे charges deposit हो जाएंगे, right?
होने दो. Yeah, it will act as a dielectric
And
slab.
then our पुराना वाला capacitor plate will just act as a wire for the transference of charges to that insulator plate.
अरे वो पहले वाला केस था, वहां पे अपन उस वायर को इससे कनेक्ट कर रहे थे. We were connecting a wire with this thing. So basically the charges will not be appearing on this surface. It's connected with a wire over here. वो यहाँ पे आ जाएगा. पर अभी अभी it's not important because it's अभी क्लास के टाइम पे वो वाला डाउट मत लेके, वरना सब कंफ्यूज रहेंगे.
Okay, sorry.
So anyways, so these were the three capacitors C1, C2, C3. And now this C1, C2, C3 are in which connection? Yes or no, guys? Yes or no? C1, C2, C3 are in series with each other, right?
Yes, sir, they're in series.
So
Yes.
1 by C effective will be equal to what? 1 by.
1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3.
So you understood how you deal with this problem, right?
Yes, sir.
So can you see over here this is K1, this is epsilon naught.
So इसको कितना simplify करना है?
It's up to you. जितना कर सकते हो, it's up to you. नहीं करना है तो यहीं पे छोड़ दो. Okay?
मतलब I'll take that 1 by epsilon naught common and then leave it?
It's up to you. हाँ, मैं भी वही बोल रहा हूँ. It's up to you. है ना? So this will be अच्छा 1 by C effective by the way. So if you consider all of these as one single capacitor, so can you see what is the effective length of the capacitor? D, right? And let's say the effective resistance is K effective. Are you getting my point, guys? From here, C effective, first of all, let's calculate. It will be equals to, मैं direct result लिख रहा हूँ ना. I'm writing the direct result, epsilon naught A by T1 by K1 plus T2 by K2 plus T3 by K3. Check. What am I doing basically? I've taken 1 by epsilon naught A common. मैं पूरा कर ही देता हूँ. Are you getting my point now? And then reciprocate. So this thing will go in denominator and this thing will come in numerator. Okay, यही बनेगा. Yes or no, guys? Hello.
So
ये बनेगा final result. Will this be the final result? Yes or no?
yes, sir.
तो लिख लो ये. Done. Now similarly there will be one in parallel. So second one is in parallel. Acha, before doing it in parallel, sometimes people say कि sir find out the effective dielectric constant. Find the K effective of the composite slab. ऐसा question भी they ask generally. That implies what exactly you are doing. I want थोड़ा सा छोटा बना रहा हूँ उसको, चलेगा? Control C. Control V. So basically, what do they want? They don't want you to calculate the individual K1, K2, K3. They say, कि just assume that the whole thing is made up of a single dielectric, single material. the whole thing is made up of a single material. Of K effective. Can you see? K effective will be something different. अरे तो बहुत ज़्यादा कितनी हो गया. What shall I take it? Okay, this is your K effective. Please by that. So now see, how will you convert this to this? What will be the effective K value? K effective. Right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Basically,
Yes,
what is the
sir.
question? Find the K effective of the composite slab. That implies we, in spite of assuming a composite slab, we are assuming one slab of area A and density, this thickness D, which is the total thickness T1 plus T2 plus T3. So in spite of assuming three different slabs, we are assuming only one slab. And if you assume only one slab, then what should be the K effective, the effective dielectric constant, such that this becomes equal. So this will be K effective will be equal to K times of. So this will be we just did this thing epsilon naught A by T into K effective should be equals to epsilon naught A by T1 by K1 plus T2 by K2 plus T3 by K3, right? Was this the question? Can you see A epsilon naught will cancel out and K effective will be equals to D upon T1 by K1 plus T2 by K2 plus T3 by K3. Remember. Acha, by the way, what is Z? Z is nothing but
T1 plus T2 plus T3.
समझ में आया? तो see, this formula is basically, if you remember, guys, harmonic mean. ये याद है क्या आपको harmonic mean? No, this is not a harmonic mean. If they would be equal, then it would have been a harmonic mean, right? Yes or no? If T1 equals to T2 equals to T3, that implies K effective will be 3P upon P by K plus P by K1 plus P by K2. P by K3. अब याद है, guys, this is the harmonic mean, right? Maths people, is this the harmonic mean?
Yes, sir.
For those who don't know what is harmonic mean, there are three different types of progression: AP, GP, and HP. Everyone knows what is AP, right? The 10th grade में पढ़ा था AP.
Yes, sir.
Sequence and series in which grade? 10th grade, no?
10th grade से start होता है.
10th grade से start होता है. So you are aware of arithmetic progression. Everyone is aware. Even the biology students are aware of arithmetic progression, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So arithmetic progression सबको पता है. What do you suppose there are two quantities A and B? Can you give me what is the arithmetic mean of A and B?
A plus B.
Where is A plus B? Are you sure?
A plus B by 2.
By 2, yes, sir.
है ना? And if suppose there are A and B and C, then if A and B and C are in C, then what is the this thing? Arithmetic mean now? A plus B plus C by
Plus C by 3.
ठीक है? ये सब अपने को पता है. What is harmonic progression? If A and B are in HP, that implies 1 by A
1 by
and
and
1
1
by
by
B
B.
will be in arithmetic. Are you getting my point? कभी A and B harmonic progression में है, that implies 1 by A and 1 by B are in arithmetic progression.
Mm.
So basically, whenever someone calculates the harmonic mean of A and B, it becomes twice of 1 upon A plus 1 upon B, which is basically twice AB upon. Okay? Required maths Evil. So here the harmonic mean will be equals to 3 upon 1 by a plus 1 by b plus 1 by c, which will be equal to, yes, harmonic mean will be equal to thrice of ABC upon BC plus AC plus CD. Yes or no? ये सब याद है सबको? This is what I assume. If people know this.
Mm.
If you don't know this, write it down. Okay? This is the math part which I am not teaching generally because I expect students to know, but I don't think HP is being taught in 10th grade. I don't think so. HP is not taught in 10th grade. No?
Yes, sir.
So now you know what exactly harmonic progression is. There are two
Yes.
physical quantities which are in HP when they're reciprocal. For example, 1, 4 and 5. 1, 4 and 5 are in which progression? Is arithmetic progression or geometric progression? 1,
Sir, could you repeat the numbers?
1, 3 and 5.
AP.
They are in
AP.
AP, right? 1 by 3 and 1 by 5 are in harmonic progression.
Mm.
Understood now?
Yes.
So this is how you deal with HP or harmonic progression, harmonic. So a little bit maths involved, hai na? So is this clear, guys? Have you noted down this thing?
Yes, sir.
So shall I rub this thing from here? Do you want it to be here only? So we'll let it be. Now the next case is when they are in parallel. So next case in parallel. Huh? What just happened? Why did this thing go up? Now guys, the parallel combination. Let's draw it again. Suppose guys there is a dielectric slab like this. In the previous case, the dielectric slab was like what? It was straight, right? It was area was same for everyone. Now the dielectric slab is like this. This much part is A1. This much part is A2. And this much part is A3. And these are the plates. Can you see the dielectric slab has been completely inserted between the plates? Can you see the plates, guys? Yes,
Yes,
or no,
sir.
guys? Can you see this? Any doubt till
Yes.
here? So basically, these three will be considered in parallel. See how. Whatever charge will flow from this thing, the positive charge will appear on this surface, and the negative charge will appear on this surface, right? So if I talk about the individual slabs, can you see the thickness of this is D? So this is also D, and whatever positive charge is on the plate will be on there on this side, right? Okay. Let's say the area of this part is A1. The area of the second one is A2. Thickness is still D, but area is D. Can you see the same plus charge which is there on the plates? Can you see the charge is still same? Yes or no? Guys, can you see the charge is still same?
Yes, sir.
And can you see this end and this end and this end, they all are connected to the same positive terminal of the plate, positive plate, right?
Yeah.
Let's say the potential of this end, this end, and this end is equal. Yes or no? Electric potential of this end, this end, and this end is equal. Similarly, the electric potential of this end and this end and this end is equal. So all the ends which are connected to positive are at equal potential. All the ends which are connected to negative are at equal potential. Hence, common potential difference across every capacitor, right?
Mm.
So here in this case, common potential difference across individual capacitor. But can you see, guys, the charge? If the total charge on this was plus Q, so can you see a part of the plus Q was in K1 region, a part of Q2 is in Q is in this region K2, and a part of Q is in this region, right? Yes or no? Yes or no, guys? Can you see the charges are a little bit different on the plates of the individual capacity? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So can you see here charge is getting divided, but the potential difference is same. Common potential difference individual capacitor, but charge divides. So what kind of connection is it?
Parallel.
Parallel connection. In parallel connection, so what will you do? You'll assume these three are in. You'll assume these three are in parallel, right? Can you calculate the individual capacitance A1 epsilon naught A1 by D? C2 will be K2 epsilon naught A2 by C3 will be K3 epsilon naught A3 by C. Yes or no? Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir.
So once we are done with this, then can I say C parallel equals to C1? And from here, can you see K1 epsilon naught K1 by C plus K2 epsilon naught K2 by C plus K3 epsilon This is your capacitance. Clear? Is this clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Again, the same type of question may arise if I don't want individual capacitor. I want a single capacitor. That is just the previous case. Exactly. What is this happening? Why is this happening? Why is it going up and down? Why the orientation control change control? Let me copy it again once. Control C. So basically what I want this to become this. Guys, are you understanding my point? What exactly do you want? I don't want a composite slab. I want a single slab of single area. Please remember area A will be basically A1 plus A2 plus. So what will be the C effective in this? C effective epsilon naught A. So epsilon टाटा पीटी मचाओगे तो final K effective will be A1 A1 A2 divided by plus K2 plus. Is this clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
So can you see over here if A1 equals to A2 equals to A3 equals to A, then K effective will be K1A plus K2A plus K3A equals to A नहीं डालते इसको A dash डाल, otherwise you will get confused. A dash है ना, A dash, this will be n times of 3 times
3A.
this A dash. So K1 plus K2 plus K3 divided by 3. Can you see this? In the previous case, it was harmonic. I mean, this is arithmetic.
Arithmetic. Okay.
Basically, can you see over here in the series combination, if the distances are equal, if T1, T2, T3 are equal, then the effective लिख देता हूँ नोट के फॉर्म में. I'll write if in the composite slab individual part has equal thicknesses, then A effective harmonic means hey, what is this voice, by the way?
I think it's like the exit voice. Someone leaves the meeting.
No, it's not the exit word. It's I don't know. It's like a train siren something. So, anyways, if it's composite, when in series, guys, please remember when in series, this K effective will become harmonic mean.
Harmonic.
Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, if individual part has equal areas in parallel connection, है ना? Please remember, initially it was equal thicknesses, now equal area in parallel connection. Then K effective will be arithmetic mean of individual dielectric constants. Is this clear? So remember this result, guys. Now we'll discuss two things. One is energy stored in a capacitor, and one is work done by a battery. Okay. And then we'll form some more questions on series and parallel. So in 2 more lectures, capacitance will be over. And guys, one thing, I am not teaching the Kirchhoff rules for capacitances in capacitance chapter. I'll teach you the Kirchhoff rules for capacitances in the next chapter, current electricity, when I'll be discussing RC circuits and all. Okay.
Okay. So
Okay, sir.
capacitors chapter will take.
बस 2 lecture हो.
Okay.
But if I'll be not teaching you Kirchhoff rule for capacitor here. I'll be teaching Kirchhoff's rules in the next unit, the current electricity. Once I'll teach you Kirchhoff rules, in that only I'll add the capacitance wala section as well. Because it's a bewkufi to teach Kirchhoff rules for capacitors separately and then resistors separately. So everything should be together. Kirchhoff rule, Kirchhoff rule, capacitor ho, plate ho, inductor ho, everything is together. But since I am not inducing inductor as of now, So for inductor, we'll see later on. Okay, once we'll be once we'll be dealing with electromagnetic induction chapter, तब inductor आएगा, अभी नहीं आएगा. So it will take time. So is this clear? Any doubt, guys? Still here?
Yes.
No, sir.
There will be direct questions which will be based on this question. You may find certain questions in whatever. Which book are you solving, by the way? Are you solving NCRT or are you solving some other book?
NCRT and like last year questions.
Okay.
Past year questions.
Past year questions. हाँ, मतलब you can take any reference book. Brother.
Sir, H.C. Verma is good for the previous parts of this chapter.
हाँ, H.C. Verma, भाई. H.C. Verma is a basic requisite.
I solved the book for like electric field and flux. It is not so hard.
हाँ, I know. Who told you it's hard? Who told you hard is good?
I'm not saying it's hard. नहीं मतलब questions like were formula
हाँ,
based
ठीक है,
like
ठीक
good.
है. मेरे को वही चाहिए. I want you to apply the basic of the question. Guys, मेरी क्लास कर रही थोड़ा सा please. So, I want you to apply only the basic of whatever is required, है ना? मेरे को ऐसा कोई हाई-फाई लेवल नहीं चाहिए. I want you at least to start with the basic part. Once you are comfortable with the basics, then go to the advanced. Okay?
Okay.
So always remember that. थोड़ा सा it will require a little bit मेहनत. And don't worry, I think I have electrostatics and I'll share you some sheets today for electrostatics, and I think I have some sheets for electrostatics and
Yeah, you
capacitors.
sent me something, sir.
Huh?
You sent me like a worksheet.
नहीं, that is तो a book, वो previous year की book है. मेरे को बहुत साल पहले की book पड़ी हुई है वो वाली PDF format में, तो इंटरनेट से डाउनलोड कर लीजिए. I'll give you one sheet which I made.
Okay.
Personally made all the diagrams and all. So I have some sheets. But those sheets I made only till current electricity. So I couldn't help it out after MEC. I have the sheets till current electricity, so I'll provide you that, and you'll be able to do the questions. बहुत सारे questions हैं उसमें, ऐसा कोई दिक्कत वाली बात नहीं. There are lots of questions. So anyways, write down, guys. Energy stored in a charged capacitor. Energy stored in a charged capacitor. But for that you require a little bit definition of charge and potential difference. Do you remember there was a relationship between potential difference and charge and work? किसी को याद है? अच्छा जा.
Q is equals to CV.
Yeah. No, not capacity. I told you work done, charge and potential
Acha,
difference.
okay.
The initial definition. Potential is divided as
Okay, done by
So W by Q, yeah.
potential difference.
Yes, I just want that definition. है ना? So suppose I have a capacitor initially uncharged. So this is the initial case when the charge on it is 0. This is what I'm assuming. It's not necessary that the charge should always be 0. I can charge a charged capacitor as well. We'll come back to that later. Huh? Now suppose there is a final case where I want what is the charge on this capacitor. The final charge I want is, let's say, Q. Okay. After pressing the switch, the final charge I want on this is Q. Okay. So basically this from initial to final, this is the condition, right? Hello?
Yes, sir.
If I say the capacitance of the capacitor is C, and by the way, this is definition. Right? So let us, this is the derivation which is there in your school. Let us consider a capacitor of capacitance C, kindly write it with me, connected with a battery, of voltage V across its terminals. Yes, can anyone tell me what will this battery try to do? What will this battery try to do, guys? Battery will try to make the potential across it equal to V, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Basically, battery will send certain charge. In sending certain charge, battery will do certain work, right?
Mhm.
So मैं बोलता हूँ कि at any general point of time, at any general instant of time, the charge on the capacitor is Q dash. Charge on the capacitor is Q dash. That implies कि यहाँ पे this is the this is Q dash and minus Q dash. Okay. So at any general time, let's say the charge on the capacitor which is accumulated is Q dash. And now what I want the battery to send another small charge dq dash through the battery so that that small charge will be stored on this capacitor, right? Yes or no? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So basically I want what the battery to do what? I want the battery to send a small charge dq dash so that the charge on this thing will increase by how much? Q dash plus dq dash, right?
Yes, sir.
So for that the battery needs to do certain work. So yes, who is doing this? So the small work done by the battery to send a small charge dq dash on the capacitor will. Now we know. Tell me how much charge is the battery sending? How much charge is the battery sending?
VQ dash.
VQ dash, right? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So basically dw is basically equals to dq dash multiplied by what is the potential difference across which this battery is trying to send the charge?
V.
V. So can you see dw should be equals to dq dash into V? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So basically what will happen over here? Is this the small charge? Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No. I'm sending, this is the work done by battery. I want to do it across this terminal. Let me check. 2 minutes. This VA minus VB will be equal to Q dash divided by C. Yes. So see guys, I am send dq dash on the capacitor. Since we are on the plates of capacitor, so basically work done by the battery to send a small charge on the capacitor. Yes. Please remember this work done which we calculated is the work done to charge the capacitor by a charge. Okay, and please remember that is why we are including the potential difference across the terminals of the capacitor, not the battery, because we don't want what is the work done by the battery, because we later on you will find it out कि whatever work battery does, half of work is dissipated as heat and only half of it is stored as energy. Okay guys, abhi you learn this thing after this derivation only, half of the work which you do and half of the work done with the battery does, it stores as energy and half of it is dissipated in form of heat. You will find that. So anyways, so now by the definition of capacitance, क्या यहाँ पे C will be equals to Q dash. In this case, can you see the charge was Q dash upon VA minus VB, right or wrong? So can you see from here VA minus VB is basically Q dash upon C. I'll put this value over here. So dW will become dQ dash into Q dash upon C, right or wrong? 1 by C
Yes, sir.
dash dQ dash. And what will be the total work done? The total work done will be Anjik, the total work done to charge it to how much? From 0 to Q, if you remember. From 0 to Q. Achha, generally what happens, sometimes your school teacher may do this thing. They may take this Q dash, what we have taken as Q dash, as small q, and they might give, this limits as 0 to capital Q. So, doesn't matter, okay? It's one and the same thing. Hello guys? Anna? Only I'm just changing the variable. Does it matter changing the variable? So sometimes in place of Q dash, they may write Q, and in place of Q, they may write capital Q. Basically, this will be replaced by capital Q, and Q dash and DQ dash will be represented by Q and DQ. हो जाएगा ये? So what is the integration of Q dash DQ? What is the integration of Q dash DQ? Q dash
Q square by
by 2, and from where to where? From 0 to 2. We put this as limit, this as limit. So the final answer work done will be equals to half Q square by C. And please remember, this work will be stored as the potential energy. Whatever work is done to charge it will be stored as what? The potential energy, half Q square by C. Is this clear? Please remember, this is the formula for potential energy stored in a capacitor. Charged clear?
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
उसके
sir.
बाद, you can use the general formula. You can write Q is equals to CV. This will be C square V square upon C. So C से C will get cancelled. You can write it as half CV square. You can also write Q by C as what? V, right? So you can write it as half C into V. Oh, sorry, half Q into V. Is this clear?
Yes,
So
sir.
this is the formula for potential energy, half Q square by the C, or half CV square, or half Q into V. The work done by a battery to charge it. So can you see, completely चार्ज करना हो कभी बैटरी को, तो पूरा बैटरी ने कुछ काम किया होगा. If I want to completely charge this capacitor, then what is the work done by battery? Please remember, if I want to completely charge this capacitor, that implies VA minus VB should be equals to how much?
V.
Potential difference across the battery, right? So from 0, so from VA minus VB equals to 0 to VA minus VB equals to V. what is the total work done by a battery? We'll write down work done by the battery. Can you see, guys, in sending the charge? Guys, can you see there is a difference between the two works? In both of the cases, the work is done only by battery, right? But that work done by battery has two different parts. Or the work done by battery to send the charge is somewhat different, and work done to charge that capacitor is somewhat different. That implies what? Is whatever work the battery is doing in sending the charge, it has been utilizing in two different things. Some portion of it is being utilized in charging the capacitor, and another part of it is lost in the form of heat. Okay? Okay, guys?
Yes,
So
sir.
this
Yes,
will
sir.
be equals to Q into V. Okay, since the potential difference across the battery was not changing, and what was the total charge which was sent? The total charge was Q, right? Q was the total charge, no? Then only the total, this will be plus Q. Are you getting my point, guys?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Please remember, since the total charge sent was Q and the potential difference across the battery was V, so work done by the battery in sending the charge Q was basically Q into V. Whereas, see, you can see itself, half of Q into V was basically the energy stored in the capacitor. So please remember this.
Mm,
Whatever work the battery does in sending the
We said
charge,
it's half QV, right?
yes,
Then why did it become QV?
because this work is different. This work done is sending, done by the battery in sending the charge, and this work done is basically the energy stored. Are you getting my point?
Okay.
so the other half of the work is dissipated in the form
Yeah,
of heat.
yes, it is.
Okay.
Whatever work the battery does in sending the charge, Q, which is basically Q into V, is getting used in two parts. The first half part, how much? Half Q is getting used to charge the capacitor, which is store electric potential energy in the capacitor. The remaining half, H, अच्छा shall I name it as U? चलेगा?
Yes, sir.
Because the first half part was half QV, right? So see, H is basically W minus E, which is also half Q into V. The remaining half is dissipated in form. Oh भगवान, बस, I think that is it. ठीक है? Remember this thing, guys. है ना? This work done can be positive or negative depending upon it can be positive or negative. Okay? When do we say it is positive? Guys, when do we say it is positive? When?
Q sent is positive.
Positive charge comes out of positive terminal, or negative charge. If this charge is negative, generally we don't consider this case, so you may assume only one case only. No problem. Otherwise, you will get more confused. So, when positive charge comes out of the positive terminal, then we say it is
Work done is
work
positive.
done is positive. And when the work done is negative, when positive charge goes into the positive terminal and comes out of negative terminal.
Sir, can you explain the physical significance of the negative part?
बेटा मेरे को एक बात बता कि जब तेरा पॉजिटिव चार्ज व्हेन इट वाज फ्लोइंग inside the battery the electric field is from where to where? Outside the battery, we know. Outside the battery the electric field is in what direction? From positive to negative, right? But
Yeah,
inside the battery it is always from negative to positive.
negative to positive.
So if the charge is coming out of the negative, can you see the force is trying to push it this way? The electric field inside the battery is trying to push it towards the left, and the charge is also coming out of the left. So basically, the work done is positive.
Okay, but in that case, it has to do some work against the electric
Against
field.
the electric field inside the battery.
Got it, got it. Thank you, sir.
सात्विक समझ में आया भाई physical significance? Because whenever it's physical significance, Satvik tells the first time, sir, physical significance बता.
Sir, उसी से सीखा है.
Good. नहीं पूछ
Sir, actually, I didn't get it properly. I'll just watch this recording again and get this part. I didn't get this last thing
So
properly.
you should ask, no, here itself.
I know, but I didn't get it properly.
See, once more. Whenever we talk about a battery, if I have a battery, positive, negative terminal, outside, the electric field is always from the positive to negative, right?
Yeah.
But what about inside the battery? Inside it is always from negative to positive, just like current, right?
Yeah.
So basically,
Yeah.
electric field is from this direction. And when charge is coming out of this direction, can you see charge was coming out like this? The direction of flow of charge is this. Yes or no?
Yeah.
The electric field is also in the same direction. So the electric field is applying a force on this charge in the same direction as the movement of charge. Hence, your work done will be positive or negative.
Yeah.
आप समझ में आया?
Yeah. Yes,
But
sir.
what happens in the case of negative? Inside it is from negative to positive, but now when the charge goes like this, so can you see my charge is going against the electric field? So here
Yes, sir.
work done by the battery will be negative. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So
I got it.
that is. ठीक है?
Yes,
So
sir.
that's it.
Negative part again?
What beta?
The negative part.
The negative part. See, the electric field is always from this to negative to positive inside the battery. The same direction electric field. Shall I rub this? I'll just rub it. So suppose this is your positive terminal and this is your negative terminal, and this is the outside, and outside part. Okay,
Yes, sir.
we know that the electric field is always from negative to positive inside the battery.
Okay.
Electric field is from negative to positive inside and positive to negative outside, right?
Yes.
If the electric field is acting in this direction, what is the direction of flow of the charge in the first case? In the first case, it is in the direction of electric field, right?
Yes, sir.
So whenever the force is in the direction of displacement, work done is positive.
Okay.
ना? याद है भूल गए हो? 11th grade stuff. Whenever the displacement is in the direction of force, hence work done is positive. In this
Positive.
case, electric field is still from negative to positive, but my charge is going from this direction, right?
Okay.
So can you
Okay.
see that displacement of the
It's
charge in
negative.
the opposite direction of electric field? Hence, the work done should be negative. Is this clear?
Okay, sir.
So
Yes, sir. It's
basically,
clear, sir.
remember.
Thank you, sir.
Chal, theek. So this is why the charge is plus, and don't worry, we'll be doing questions based on this. So next class, we'll see you again. Yes, now तो बाकी सब जा सकते हैं. Those who have doubts can stay. Thank you very much for this class, guys. I'll just stop the recording.